Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Diana and today we're going to be visiting Hilary Duff's family home. We're going to be watching this via Architectural Digest, so I hope you're ready. Let's go.
Hi AD, welcome to my home. I'm so excited, I'm so honored to be doing this show. I'm a huge fan.
Such a cute outfit, so cute.
So I spend a lot of time out here trying to keep plants alive. This one is my newest project. I forget what it's called, but these little fluffy babies on the end keep changing colors, and they're gonna get darker and then they're gonna get like silvery. This one's kind of happening already, and I'm kind of obsessed with them. But come on in, check out the rest of the house. So I bought this house about 8 years ago when I was pregnant with my son.
Yo, is that I mean, we normally have console tables. That is a whole nother level of a table. Like, what in the world? That mirror alone, that mirror alone is just magnificent. I love it. I love how big it is. And it seems like everything is like supersized on that side. Don't know why we're blurring out that. We're blurring out something, but yeah. The mirror, it's like because of the big mirror, they had to go big on the table and had to go big on the chair on the left. What's going on? Everything is supersized on that side. But I love it, girl.
My son, and it looked a lot different. I've actually remodeled it twice because I have a small addiction. Luca. You want to come down here with me? This is Luca. We're going to go into your room next. Maybe you can do the tour. There's donuts in the kitchen. Good job. So one of my favorite pieces of furniture in my house is this credenza. I think it's from the 50s, and it reminds me of a corset. One of the first big purchases I ever made in my life. I think I was 18 or 19, and I thought about it for days and days and days. And then my mom always likes to point out that I have completely destroyed it by like coming in the house and setting my coffee down or my water. And it definitely gets pretty beat up in this household. But we live in this house and we're hard on this house, and I think that's what makes it feel like such a home. These crystals are constantly changing because my son likes to take them and, I don't know, play some kind of like Marvel superhero adventure. I'm constantly losing crystals somehow and finding them in random places or never finding them at all. These chairs were just recently in my bedroom and no one could ever see them.
I'm like already sort of gathering sort of her aura, her vibe, what she likes, and there's a lot of earthy pieces. So we have the wood floors. I'm looking at the staircase and it's patterned, but it's not even just one pattern. It's like every 3 or 4 steps there's another pattern. Every 3 or 4 steps there's another. She's different. Her taste level is very different. Even that quirky lamp that points to different directions is very different. She likes to pick out standout pieces and bring it to her home. I can dig that.
This is our formal living room. This is also from Crate and Barrel, which I'm obsessed with. This is Luca's new favorite hiding space. We play hide and go seek.
Wait, what? Is he hiding in there? What the heck? Kids are so adventurous.
It's a new favorite game around here. I can't believe he fits in there. You can just hang out in there for a little bit. We're gonna keep on moving. These chairs are from Kelly Wearstler, and I love them. These are definitely chairs I'll probably have forever. I love sitting in here and taking meetings. But also the kids spend a lot of time in here. I don't know why I wish they wouldn't. Hence the Sharpie.
I do love those chairs. If you were to take those chairs and put it in a different setting, you would say it's a museum style. But what she's done is basically mixed her earthy style with these contemporary chairs. And it actually really works. I really like it. It works really well. And one thing I've also noticed is this, what do you call it? Fireplace mantle. The fireplace background or backsplash or whatever you call it, it's just huge and I like that it's marble. I like it. I like it a lot. I love fireplaces.
Sharpie on my table. This cactus, I'm really trying to spend a lot of time on getting the watering right because I recently murdered a cactus that I got myself for my 30th birthday. She was the same age as me and she lasted and then I killed her. So I'm gonna try really hard not to do that with this little beauty. I never thought I was gonna be that person that has picture frames everywhere of my family and then you have kids and it just sort of happens. So this was the day my daughter was born.
I still stand on not having any picture frames. Let's see what happens if I have kids, but not now, not never. The picture frames, I mean.
Born. This is my mom when she was younger. I think we look a lot alike. This is this really amazing young artist from California. Her name's Kate Hall. I love this. She finds vintage bed sheets and puts like multiple layers on top. It's so incredible. I love it. Here's baby Luca. Oh, my daughter really likes to sit and charge up on this crystal. She doesn't really need any more charge. She has a lot of charge.
I've realized there's a lot of these celebrities really love crystals. Like I've watched a few, maybe, okay. For me, more than 2 is a lot. So I've watched like 3 people now talk about crystals and his energy and his, like, can somebody enlighten me on that situation? Because I don't get it. It's a stone. No, okay. Yeah, let me know what it does for people.
And here is where we spend most of our time. It always looks this fancy in here. These pillows always look like this, and I always have fresh flowers and no kid stuff around. That's what it always looks like. This is definitely the heart of the home. It's right near the kitchen. I do a lot of cooking. The shelves are filled with all the kids' toys, so usually it's all over the floor in here, and there's like dogs running around. It's chaos, which is just the way we like it. We really spend a lot of time.
I would say her house is very reminiscent of, I think, what majority of people say in comments, which is, your house do not look like a home. I think her house definitely is something that looks like a home that everyone would appreciate. Yeah, because there's so many elements in here. There's how you basically add texture to a home is you have to have like a carpet and have like shelves with like ornaments and vases or vases, bowls, picture frames, do the high-low thing. That's how you add textures to home. So doing that and a whole fresh flowers has really brought different textures to our home, making it very homey.
A lot of time watching TV as a family, and I have 0 regrets about that and 0 guilt about that. I love this TV. It's called The Frame. It's a Samsung.
I've heard about this because I watch Robson's, it's not even called that anymore, Robson's Designs, Robson's. Anyway, I watch one family that do interior decorating. They're absolutely amazing. And they did this bedroom for this couple, and it was a frame that was like a piece of art, and nobody would ever know that it's a TV. Like that's what she's about to talk about, and I love those. Like I would definitely get one of those. I'll have a different type of art on it though, but it turns into a TV. How amazing is that? Mind blown.
And it looks like a photograph, so you don't even know that it's actually a TV until you turn it on. You can get different colored frames to go around. I chose black because there's quite a bit of black in this room, and you can change out the picture to be like your family photos or whatever you want. If you're into photography, you can like put your own stuff up. This one's called The Open Sky, but there's literally like over 1,000 paintings or photographs to choose from, which is really cool because everyone has a different style. I recently got this crazy piece of art by Matthew Palladino, and it's very bright and colorful and pink. Like I mentioned, I love pink. The fireplace that was here was very, very ugly, and I was like, I just want to be able to like have garland and like bay leaves and Christmas. Kind of has like a mid-century modern vibe to it, and I love the exposed firewood and hanging out. We hang out there a lot. When this living room is full of people, it's a good spot to like perch. This is my kitchen. It's very close to the living room, which is really convenient that this is like one big open space. And my favorite part about my kitchen are my crazy tiles. This was one of the first things.
Those tiles are definitely crazy. Her backsplash is is saying a lot. It's a bit too much for me personally, but what other way can you offset the blue? Like, it works for her. I personally won't choose it, but the blue I am loving. There's something about it with the gold hardware which I'm absolutely loving. It's very cute, Hillary.
Things that I found that I felt like, oh my God, I have to have those when I was out shopping for materials when the kitchen was being remodeled. It was a very bold choice and it seemed really loud, but now it's like my favorite part of the house and I love talking about it and everyone's like, oh my God, I never would have thought to do that. So it really worked out. Before you guys came, I was just making sure that my daughter hadn't taken bites out of the fruit because her favorite thing to do is take a bite, put it back. Take a bite, put it back, take a bite, put it back from every piece of fruit. So you usually have to like turn them so her little bite marks don't show. This is a huge, important part of the house, especially during quarantine when I was a second grade teacher. I did a lot of wine drinking and a lot of cocktail making then. I love this piece. I got this at this really cool place in LA called Gallery Half. And the thing that's epic about this table, it's just one solid piece of wood. So there's no breaks in it and it's quite beat up. So I don't feel like we could do anything to it at this point. And that gives me a lot of peace. And this piece is Lindsay Edelman and I love it. It kind of reminds me of like some modern space thing. So this is the kids' playroom. This used to be a formal dining room and we didn't use it. So we made this a kids' room. I'm a little afraid to open the cabinets because like just might come pouring out. This is really sweet actually. Luca and I at night we say I love you all the way. And so I had this made for his playroom. And since we've been doing school, we added a computer. These are his fish that I thought were gonna die. So I was like, yeah, of course we can have them. We're on like year 3 of these same fish. But now I'm quite attached to them. And they're so
That's really cute. I just wanted to let her finish what she wanted to say. Figuring out a space that you don't use often and repurposing it for something much better. That is really good to analyze and be like, guys, we're not even using this space. Like, what's going on? So turn it into a kid's playroom. Why not? Yeah, it's a bit like Kendall changing one of her rooms into an art room to de-stress and have fun with painting. But yeah, repurpose. If it doesn't work for you, just repurpose it. Love it.
To them and they're so social. Like they'll come up and just like hang out and stare and watch you. Where like most fish I feel like swim away. I always like to think they're like saying hi to me. And we also have a crested gecko, which is a new addition. Actually, it was my idea to get him. His name is Chip. So this is pretty much the only space I have in the house that belongs to me. This is where I hide from my kids and lock the door. And I have this really nice vanity space. I love this so much. One of my friends, Blonda, is an amazing artist and she sketched this picture of Luca when he was little, brushing his teeth. I recently bought a camera. She's kind of just been living there. I'm getting used to her. So my husband actually bought me this guitar. Her name's Oreo. I don't know how anyone plays guitar. It's the hardest thing on the planet Earth.
And seeing the couch or the sofa next to the bathtub is just weird for me. It's like mixing 2 different rooms together, but I see that you can probably get ready there. Like cream your legs or whatever. Cream your legs, cream your body while you're there. But I don't even like sitting on like my bed when my body's still like moist. So it's very random for me. Another thing, that I love marble, but not that kind of marble. That is really busy. Like I like the little small streaks, little less goes a long way for me. That is doing too much for me, and it actually it's disturbing to me.
The planet Earth. Here's my lovely bathtub. I love to take baths. This space, actually, I decided to have a home birth with my daughter, so I had her right here in this room, and it was very peaceful and a lovely way to meet my baby for the first time. This is my closet, and I have a little bit of a shoe obsession and a bag obsession and a coat obsession, actually. It's very peaceful and constantly like rearranging things, and it's never usually that clean.
That's a really good size closet. Give me this and I'll be a very happy girl. I like how everything is open. I don't know, I enjoy closed closets, but I also enjoy open closets, especially like when it's color coordinated and everything is in its place. I do like that. But I'm digging Miss Hillary's style is very fashionable. She's very fashionable. Love it.
So coming to Banks's room. I had a lot of fun doing this. I don't know, I thought I was gonna play it so much more cool, and I went full-blown pink. Her bathroom's my favorite part. If you wanna come check that out. This whole entire wall is tiled pink for her. And the gold hardware is...
Yeah, that's a lot of pink. But it's for a kid, and she's still young, so yeah. Once she grows up, she'll be like, Mom, can we please retile, please? But yeah, it's for a kid, so it's fine. But this is a lot of pink.
Gold hardware is really sweet with that, and her little vanity. Luca got kicked out of this room when Banks was coming, and he was pretty upset about it. I'm like, I promise your room's gonna be so sick. I'm gonna make it amazing. I was like, please trust me, please, I'm gonna make it cool. And I think I succeeded. So this was the guest room, and it's quite a big space, and I tried really hard to utilize more of how tall the ceiling is, and thinking about him getting older and how this room can evolve.
The ceiling is so tall. There's a whole, not even a swing, a slide in his room. I think she definitely succeeded in winning him over when he had to move rooms. This is amazing. A whole slide in your room. Just imagine like your friends coming over. You'd be talk of the town. You'd be talk of the playgroup. It's amazing.
He has this epic slide that the kids love and play on all the time. They go up a ladder and like run across the top and fly down this, and it makes a ton of noise, but that's why you have kids, right? Here's his bed, and there's 2 bunk beds up there and this net that you can roll across that's super sturdy. Luca made this artwork in the beginning of quarantine. I would have to agree with him. Coronavirus is stupid.
It's
Here's this cool bathroom, really clean. These tiles are these like new concrete tiles that everyone's putting in, and I love them. I think they're so playful. They're so energetic. This is our backyard, and we spend so much time here playing and eating dinners and swimming all the time. I was a gymnast growing up, and so we have this really cool in-ground trampoline that Luca spends almost all day on. You want to show us your flip?
She's really like everything that she does is like, it's like, you can tell this is exactly what she wants. You can tell. Everything has a meaning, everything has an explanation. She explains why this is here, blah, 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 blah. An in-ground trampoline for her kids, of course. She has children. But just going back, that pool is sick.
Yeah! We also have a water slide out here. I like to say it's for the kids, but it's really for me. I use it the most. I love it. And there's a little tree house. Here's my little herb garden. Trying really hard to have a green thumb. I just don't, but I'm working at it. It's really convenient to not have to go to the store to get like chives or something. And the newest addition, so this is actually our quarantine hang space. When we do have friends over, the chairs are like 6 feet apart and no one has to be close to each other.
I love that little pergola. I think that's what they call it, a pergola. I always like to correct myself when I'm wrong. Google. Yeah, it's really cool. I love it. It's like a little home outside, and it's got a TV, it's got the chairs, it's got the little curtains. You can even draw it and then the wind can just be blowing the curtains. It's a vibe. I love that. That's a really cool hanging out spot.
To each other, and we can see some of our friends. So we have 6 chickens right now, and I have hatchlings inside, but they're not big enough to be in the coop yet. So it's been a really fun project for me. Hi guys! Hi! They're just starting to get used to me. I come in and give them treats every day. Hi!
Hillary Duff is a whole farmer. Well, it's not a farm, like she has a chicken farm. What? So she must harvest her own eggs. She's trying to harvest her own vegetables. You know what? If I had all the time in the world, I probably would do the same thing. But I'm not a fan of. I'm not a fan of animals. Anything that's not human scares me.
I got one. This is Patsy, one of my sweetest little chickens. She hasn't laid an egg yet, but hopefully soon. So this has been a really fun project for me, and I spent a lot of time out here hanging out with them because I'm a dork. Thank you so much for coming into my home, Architectural Digest. I'm a huge fan, like I said before. I hope you enjoyed the tour, and see you again soon.
Okay, Hilary Duff's house. I like that they put family home because that's what it is, a family, homey, cozy, loving home. No museum style, so yeah. No, I'm sure this is gonna have lots of great reviews. Do I like her house? I like it for her. I don't like it for me. I think it's too busy for me. So I won't, in the state that it is in, I won't buy it. Only because I don't have kids. Like, so I don't have all these, I feel like I don't need all these extra things. And her style is very collectors. She collects a lot of items from different artists, different people, different this, everything has a meaning, and yeah, I'm not into all that stuff. So my house would be very plain Jane, but that works for her. So what's my favorite part? I would say probably the outside, the pool, the pergola, hanging out spot. I think that's what it's called. I really need to check that out. The little hanging out spot with the TV and the chairs and the table. That's really cool. Like if the sun is blazing, that'd be a cool place to sit and just chill and just reflect. I'm gonna go into the comments and see what people think, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna love it because they love anything that is like warm, and her house is very warm. Let's go. Sweet and non-assuming, a really livable home. You would never know a celebrity lived there. It's the home of a mom, a wife, a woman who appreciates art and making peaceful, enjoyable environment for her family and herself. A very pleasant place, a very nice visit, thanks. Like I said, a lot of women that comment under like posts like this really enjoy a homely feel. They don't like all that, I'm gonna call it the Kim Kardashian West housing. They don't like the museum feel. So I knew they were gonna love this straight out the bat. I guess my 70s pink bathroom isn't too bad after all. I'm not saying nothing because that bathroom was for a kid and I allowed it because it was for a kid. So, yeah, it's too much. It's too much. That's just my opinion though. Okay, so one more comment before we leave. This looks like such a stunning yet subtle celeb home. Not flashy like many people with money have. Love it. Okay. My issue with the not flashy thing is actually her house is kind of flashy. If you include all the elements and all the artwork and everything else that she's bought, her house probably is more flashy than the other celebs. But I think a lot of people associate a non-cluttered house with being flashy. I don't know why. But she has a lot of art pieces and it actually can accumulate a lot of cost. Whereas like the museum style is looked down upon, but actually that is less flashy in my opinion. It just means you don't want anything in your space. So I think we should just like eliminate the whole less flashy thing because it's all perspective. What is flashy? What is not flashy? Flashy is what accumulate in your house. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Hope you guys enjoy this content. And please like, please subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.